Hey VC, this is Gary's Vinyl Dungeon. It's been a while since I did a video. Been super busy around here. Wanted to get them done, and every time I seem like wanted to take time out to do a video, I something came up. Um, Life got in the way, but I want to try to get through this. The I went outside and cut the grass around 9:30. I started. And I went into severe low blood sugar. And by 11 o'clock, I was 47, which is pretty damn low. So I'm going to try to get through this. I go in low blood sugar a lot. I'm having problems with my stomach, and it affects my blood sugar. But let me, first thing I wanted to do is, on occasion, I want to send out some VCLT. And I don't want anybody to feel obligated to send me anything back. I do it because I want to do it. And I don't want you guys to go out and worry about getting me something. When I send you something, you don't need, matter of fact, I don't want you to send me anything. And I know that sounds goofy, but if I want anything, I go get it. And that's just the way it is. I've been that way most of my life. If I wanted something bad enough, I went and got it myself. And I know that sounds horrible, but when I do something for somebody, I really don't expect anything in return. I really don't. And I just been like that my whole life. But anyway, before I get started on my recent finds video, I'm gonna have to make 3 of them. I counted, and I got 57 albums. I broke them up into 3 piles here, and I'll just maybe do another one on Tuesday or something. But been going a little crazy. I have Black Box records here. Joined my first one was April. Next one was May. I wanted to do the traditional, Black Box opening. Got things got carried away around here. Like I said, we're doing our kitchen. Then all of a sudden, that went into having new hardwood floors put in. One thing led to another. But the first month was April. They sent me Dylan's re-release of his first album, debut album. This one here. And it's 180 gram. It's, let me read you the hype sticker here. Well, I can read it. It's high definition, virgin vinyl, pressed for super fidelity. So it's 180 gram stereo. Now, they also sent me Sad Wings of Destiny, Judas Priest. Now, it just so happened they would have been spot on with this, but before they shipped, I had already I had purchase of this Judas Priest album, and I got the black box, and I held it off to the side, and then my other one came. I ordered one, so then when I opened the black box, there it was, and it's not their fault because I got it after they shipped, and the Dylan album would have been right on, but again, I was out shopping in my local record store, and this is a first pressing from 1962, and it's mint condition, and it's a Pittman pressing, and it is in perfect shape. I couldn't believe it. This is the one they sent me is in stereo, and this is in mono, but it's just in perfect shape. 2i Columbia. I had to pick it up. I couldn't leave it sit there. It was a little pricey, but when you can find the original out there, you go for it. So that's April. Those two, Judas Priest and Bob Dylan. Then this month, they sent me 12-inch single, Can't Get No Satisfaction by the Stones. This is a 50-year anniversary, and it's a 12-inch single. and it's got the B-side of both the UK release and United States release. UK was Spider and the Fly on this one, and then the UK was the Under Assistant West Coast Promotion Man. They sent this guy along with them the first time they came to America, and they wrote a song about him. That's what that is. So, and let me see what this is on. I didn't even. Oh, this is on London release. Okay. I hate when I go on low blood sugar, man. It makes me foggy as hell. But the second one was Quicksilver Messenger Service. And this one is live at the Fillmore Auditorium. This is 1966. This is the first known recording of the band Quicksilver Messenger Service. First live known recording. But it's hard to see the glare. But good album. I like it a lot. Of course, I'm a fan of Quicksilver. If you watch my channel at all, you know I try to find them anytime I'm out. I pick them up. I had so many good finds lately. Incredible finds. Stuff that I never dreamed I'd see, because I found a couple Rush albums, and I never find any Rush albums out in vinyl. And I found two of them the same day. I couldn't believe it. But okay, let's get down to my recent finds here. Well, purchases. A lot of these are purchases. Matter of fact, I think all of them are. Not fine. I didn't find them anywhere except on Amazon and eBay. But first one here is Black Sabbath, Technical Fantasies. And everybody kind of knows Black Sabbath. Gatefold. This is their seventh studio album. Came out in 1976. It's on Warner Brothers. Somebody left me a little note to show the labels. You know, my hands are so bad it's hard for me to work things, but it's just on the Warner Brothers release. But good album. I liked it a lot. I had it on CD. I've just started to buy some my metal groups that I like, the albums I liked on vinyl. I have a lot on CD, but I just started, getting them on vinyl, which can be pricey. But that's that one. Now, next this is Black Sabbath 13. Excellent album. Man, I really like this album a lot. It's a recent release. It came out in 2013. It's on it's a double album, I believe. It's on Vertigo. The Vertigo label, I believe. Yeah, it's on the Vertigo. I knew. Dylan buys all the Vertigo that he can find. But Black Sabbath 13, if anybody don't have it, they want to get a nice Black Sabbath album, I highly recommend this one. Of course, I'm a Black Sabbath fan, so. But I really enjoyed that album. I've played it twice already. That's the whole thing. I've had 50-some albums that I bought this last month. Excuse me. And finding time with all the other shit I got going on to do this. I fertilized my lawn twice, so about every 3 days I'm out there spending a couple hours out there on cutting a half acre. But next one. This is Nirvana. It's Black Album. Everybody knows this, but it's come out in 2002. This copy. I think the original one was 94, but it's brand new. But it's got Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, um, Rate Me. There's a lot of good songs on it. Most people know this album. And like I said, I'm just now trying to get into some of my metal on vinyl. And next one here is Judas Priest, Killing Machine. I've only listened to it once. I have it on CD, but sounded good. This is a We Are vinyl edition, and let me see what it's on here. Oh. Sony, but next one, Judas Priest, Painkiller. This has come out in 1990. This is their, can't really read my own writing here. Judas Priest, Killing Machine. That was their 5th studio album. This one here is their 12th studio album, Painkiller. Like I said, most people know about these albums if they're metal freaks. But, yeah. And like I said, I've got 2 of these here. It's a limited edition, 180 gram vinyl, Judas Priest, Sad Wings of Destiny. 8-fold. It's kind of cool. And yeah, I don't even know. Let's see. That's too little for me to read. I don't even see the company. Oh well, don't know what it came out on. But next one is Metallica, Kill 'Em All. This is from 1983. This is their debut album. Let's see. Looking at my notes here, man. It was Billboard in the top 200. But it's out on. Try to see this. This is remastered for the first time. The album that started it all. Seek and Destroy, the Four Horsemen, Whiplash. Good album. Next one, I had a lot of ZZ Top on 8 tracks and stuff. That of course, that's when these these earlier albums were out. This is their first album. This is 180 gram. It's re-released. Good album. Going down to Mexico. I mean, it's you can't. First 5 albums they put out, man, were outstanding as far as I'm concerned. I used to play them a lot when I drove around as a kid, or as a young person, not as a kid. But next one, Kink's Greatest Hits. This one is a 2016 edition. But this is a UK release, come out in 2014. And half of the side is mono, the A side, and half the other B side is stereo. Different songs, they're not the same songs, but I don't know why they would have done that, but that's what they did. Okay, next one here. Soundgarden, Bad Motor Finger. I like Soundgarden. This is a good album. This is their 3rd studio album. Came out in 1991. Let me see here. A&M Records. It's on. I have a hard time reading, man. They used to be able to. The old records, you can see what company print them, but these new ones, I mean, you have to really look for them. Even on here, yeah, it does say a little sticker here, a little tiny area that says Soundgarden. Good album. Another Nickelback. I had ordered this one along with a couple other ones, and these took another. This I don't know if it's the company, the eBay company. It's import dash undercut CDs on eBay. I don't know if anybody else is having problems, but man, when they ship them out, they must ship them the lowest possible rate they can get. And man, these things will take off and go out west and everything before they get shipped out of Kentucky. But every time they send me something, sometimes it takes 10, 12 days before I get them. But yeah, here's Nickelback. I believe, let's see, second studio album. Came out in 1998. Good album, by the way. I like it. Some people don't like Nickelback, I know, but I do. So live with it. Okay, now here's two that I'm kind of late for the party on. Never had them on CD, never had them on 8-track or cassette or anything. Matter of fact, I never even had heard of the 13th Floor Elevators. Well, I heard of King Crimson, but I never sat down and listened to them until I seen them on the VC. And I was missing out on some good records here. King Crimson. I watched Bill's Vinyl Verse, and he made a statement about them being on sale and on Amazon, and I jumped on it. It was like $13 for this album, and it's 100. I think it's 180 gram vinyl. Great album, man. It's nice, good psychedelic music. I like it. What's this one on? Man, my eyes, when I go into low blood sugar, I have a hard time seeing for a while. And I really can't focus real good to even see what that record is, what it's on. Anyway, everybody knows this album. But it's on 180 gram. It's a nice album. And like I said, I'm a little late to the party. But that's the way it goes. And the next one, 13th Floor Elevators. Really enjoyed this album too. Everybody knows this is a Texas group. They formed in, let's see, I looked this up. I had some info in here. One thing I wanted to add about King Crimson. They had 13 studio albums out. And they had 22 different band members that played on those 13 studio albums, which I thought was, that's a lot of different people in and out of the band. I don't think I've ever heard of that many coming and going. But this one came out in '65. They made four albums before they split up. This one's also on 180. There we go again. It's on International Artist. That's the label. But yeah, 13th Floor Elevators. Of course, this is the gatefold. Really enjoyed both of these albums, the King Crimson and this one. Played them a few times, even though I've been busy. Next one I just got yesterday. I threw it on this pile because the other two piles that I got to do are bigger than this one. And this one is ZZ Top Diguelo. And this means Diguelo this is their sixth studio album. It means decapitation. And the Mexicans, when they charged at the Alamo, were actually saying this word, Diguelo. And let's see what else. This came out in 79. It's their sixth studio album. I'm having a hard time reading my own writing here. Man, my eyes are like, after you go into low blood sugar, I don't know if anybody's done it, man, your eyes are like blurry. You can't focus right. I guess that's because your brain needs glucose. And when it doesn't get it. You get real foggy. But yeah, good album. Everybody knows ZZ Top. I think I've got a good bit of them now. I think I had probably 8 or 10, I guess, ZZ Top albums now. Like I said, I've been trying to get some albums that I have on CD and getting them on vinyl, the ones I like. I got some really good finds too. I just seen 2 more up there on the speaker, but I'm going to do them on another video because I'm already at 20 minutes and I don't like going real long. Because let's see. Well, I'm up to 112. This is my monitor for, it measures my glucose. It comes off, I know I've showed this before, but this thing sticks on my arm and it alarms if it goes low or high. But I had to get that because mine is so out of control. I can't keep it in the normal range. And the sad part is the only time you actually feel good is if it's from like around 90 to like 160. If you in that range, you feel semi-normal. As soon as it gets high, you feel jittery. As soon as it gets low, you feel like you're drunk. And cheap buzz, but does brain damage when you go low. Your brain's not getting glucose, but yeah, it's been bad lately. Mainly, anytime you have any kind of illness, it affects your blood sugar. That's just the way life, deals you. You got to go with it. But I'm gonna try to do. I got some killer stuff that I found, man. I'm telling you. I went into my local record place here. Rest in peace. I know you've heard me mention it. And the guy, when I was in there, and he goes, "Did I ever tell you about these 2 bins over here? These are the higher end price albums. They're old and they're first copies and all this." I said, "No, you never showed them to me. They were like behind his desk." Man, I walked in there over there, and I, of course, I paid up because they're the high end, good albums. But man, it's stuff that I was really happy to find. But that'll be in another video because since I'm already at 22 minutes, almost 23. But okay, everybody, it's Saturday. It's 20:01 on the East Coast. I want to wish all you ladies out there a happy Mother's Day. And I hope you spend it with your family. Okay, guys, let me get my little remote control here.